kept snacks on the desk for the stray cat outside. And every day during lunch break, he quietly wrote in an old notebook while staring outside the window. One day curiosity finally won. Hood grabbed the notebook before he could stop her. I write stories, he admitted quietly. That shocked her because the silent boy near the window suddenly had depth she never expected. From that day, everything slowly changed. Hood became the first person Ramesh actually talked to willingly. They started sharing headphones during free periods, studying together after class, arguing over random things, laughing at jokes nobody else understood. For the first time in years, Ramesh started smiling more. Meanwhile, rumors spread around school quickly. Window boy finally fell in love. Who denied it every single time, but secretly she waited for his message every night. As weeks passed, they became inseparable. Teachers noticed it, friends teased them non-stop. Even the school canteen owner smiled whenever they arrived together. But there was one thing who didn't know. Ramesh was hiding something important. Every Friday after school, he disappeared immediately without explanation. No calls, no replies, just silence until the next day. One evening, Hood finally followed him secretly, and what she saw changed everything. Ramesh wasn't going home, he was going to the hospital. Silence filled her mind instantly. From a distance, she watched him enter one specific room every week. Inside was a little girl, around him, 7 years old, smiling weakly from a hospital bed. His sister that night, who finally understood why sadness always lived inside his eyes. The next morning at school, she acted normal, but after classes ended, she quietly handed him a small paper bag. Inside were snacks, juice boxes, and tiny toys. For your sister, she said softly. Ramesh looked at her silently. For the first time ever, his eyes filled with emotions. That moment became the turning point of their story. After that, Hood became part of his hidden world too, visiting the hospital together, helping his sister with homework, sitting quietly beside him during difficult days. Their connection grew deeper than simple teenage love. It becomes comfort whom, meanwhile, final exam approached. Pressure increased everywhere, and during all that stress, Ramesh finally confessed accidentally. One rainy evening after extra classes, they stood alone near the school gate. Hood was laughing about something silly when suddenly he said, "You make hard days feel lighter." She stopped smiling, silence, then quietly asked, "Was that your confession?" Ramesh looked embarrassed instantly. Who laughed softly. "Good," she whispered, "because I was tired of waiting." Everything finally felt perfect until one day Ramesh stopped coming to school completely. No message, no call, nothing. Who panicked. Finally, she rushed to the hospital, only to learn his sister's condition had suddenly become critical. That night, she sat beside him outside the hospital for hours. No dramatic speeches, just silent support. And sometimes that is the first form of love. Weeks later, life slowly became normal again. Final school day arrived. Students celebrated everywhere, photos, autographs, goodbyes. Meanwhile, Ramesh returned to his usual seat near the window one last time. Who sat beside him quietly? "You know," she smiled softly, "I used to have this seat." Ramesh looked outside the window for a second before replying, "Yeah." She leaned her head gently against his shoulder. "Now it is my favorite place in the whole school." Every classroom has that one student, quiet, distant, always lost in thought. In class 12B, that student was Ramesh. He always sat near the window, same seat every day. Same black hoodie, same silence. Nobody really understood him. Meanwhile, the complete opposite of him was Hood. Talkative, energetic, impossible to ignore. Teacher loved her, students knew her, even seniors recognized her name. And somehow, one random Monday morning, the teacher made her sit beside Ramesh's worst punishment of her life. At least that is what she thought. The first few days were painfully awkward. Hoor kept trying to start conversation. Ramiz answered with one word replies. Did you do the homework? Yes. Why are you always quiet? I'm not. You literally are. Silence, but slowly Hoor noticed some small things about him. He secretly fixed broken classroom chairs after school. He always left snacks on the desk for the stray cat outside. And every day during lunch break, he quietly wrote in an old notebook while staring outside the window. One day curiosity finally won. Hood grabbed the notebook before he could stop her. I write stories, he admitted quietly. That shocked her because the silent boy near the window suddenly had depth she never expected. From that day, everything slowly changed. Hood became the first person Ramiz actually talked to willingly. They started sharing headphones during free periods, studying together after class, arguing over random things, laughing at jokes nobody else understood. For the first time in years, Ramiz started smiling more. Meanwhile, rumors spread around school quickly. Window boy finally fell in love. Who denied it every single time, but secretly she waited for his message every night. As weeks passed, they became inseparable. Teachers noticed it, friends teased them non-stop. Even the school canteen owner smiled whenever they arrived together. But there was one thing who didn't know. Ramiz was hiding something important. Every Friday after school, he disappeared immediately without explanation. No calls, no replies, just silence until the next day. One evening, Hoor finally followed him secretly, and what she saw changed everything. Ramiz wasn't going